Hi, I'm Dr. Ben Rushbrook from the Hampshire and Isle of Wight Wildlife Trust, and we've been working with the Grange estate for nearly 2 decades now in the conservation of our native white-clawed crayfish. The estate owns a large section of the river which supports this native species, and actually these sections of the river are some of the most important in Hampshire for our white-clawed crayfish. So today we're here monitoring the health of that population using this, our survey viewer, which allows us to look beneath the surface of the water. And we're turning over some stones, and underneath those stones are crayfish, our white-clawed crayfish. These species are nocturnal, so during the day they'll just be hiding out and they'll be coming out to feed at night. So we spent about half an hour just walking up through this section to see how many crayfish we can find in that time. The white-clawed crayfish were once widespread throughout England and the borders with Wales, but they've suffered a dramatic decline since the 1980s when the American species, the signal crayfish, was brought over from North America. And what that species does, it outcompetes and predates on our white-clawed crayfish, but also brings a disease with it to which they are immune, but our white-clawed crayfish suffer almost 100%, if not 100% mortality. Part of the work that the Trust is doing for the conservation of white-clawed crayfish is working with partners such as the Bristol Zoological Society. And what we've been doing now for over a decade is collecting females that have fertilised eggs. We've transferred them to Bristol, where their experts there have raised those eggs, brought them through their juvenile stages, and then we've been releasing them back into the upper reaches of the Itchen. So what we've done, we've extended the distribution of the species on this river, and that just creates a safeguard. It makes it more resilient by extending the area that they're utilising. So was something to happen in one patch, maybe a pollution incident, we'd still have plenty of crayfish on the river to then repopulate that area. That's a real key element of our work. On top of that, hopefully in the future, some of those females that produce their eggs and those juveniles that we've raised in captivities, they're going to go to new sites, what we're calling ARC sites. So these are isolated locations away from signal crayfish, away from risk of the disease crayfish plague being moved to, and we're hoping to establish new populations across Hampshire utilising these sites, hopefully in the future.